Hey guys, welcome back to the Morning Coffee podcast. So on today's episode, we have a really special guest who's a jack of all trades, a florist, a fitness fanatic, and also a former father. So he's gonna help us navigate through the topic that's about balancing spirituality and fun. So let me introduce to you guys Richard Rathari.
Thank you, guys.
Hi. Yeah.
How are you?
We're good. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Yes.
It's good to see you guys.
Yes. Good to see you.
It must be lovely to do this thing, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Hi guys. My name is Richard Rathari. I've got so many names. Some people call me RR because of Richard Rathari. Some people call me Ricky. Others call me Richie. Others call me Mocheso. There's just too many names. And I was born here in Botswana from a village called Mankodi. I grew up here until I was 19 years old. Then I went to South Africa to study for priesthood. And I became a Catholic priest after 10 years of studies. And later on, after my ordination, you know what is ordination, man?
Yes.
Yeah, when you become a priest, they call it ordination. So, immediately after my ordination, I was assigned to go and work in Tanzania. So I stayed in Dar es Salaam for 2 years. I speak Kiswahili fluently. So, like you say, there are just too many things.
Oh, wow.
You want to hear some few words in Kiswahili. People will be confused. So, I want to introduce myself with just one line in Kiswahili.
Yeah,
so that,
yes, go ahead,
guys
please.
So, kwa jina mimi naitwa Padre Richard Rathari. Wakati nilikuwa naishi Tanzania, watu wangu walikuwa wananiita Padre. Asanteni sana.
Wow. That sounds so natural.
Yeah.
It's like you are a person from that country.
Yeah, a native speaker.
A native speaker.
Yeah.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's how we speak Swahili that side. When you are from Tanzania and from Kenya, those East African countries, they speak Swahili. But when you have learned Swahili from Tanzania, people will know that, that is the real
Oh my
Swahili.
gosh, that's so amazing.
So I worked as a priest in Tanzania, in Botswana, in South Africa. So I've been a priest for 11 years, apart from 10 years of training. Yeah. So
Wow.
So others still call me Father Richard. I'm saying still because you'll hear more about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the moment, yes, I live in Botswana, and I do a lot of things. I'm a fitness fanatic. You see this? This is Fearless. I train at Fearless. I'm also one of the management or member of the team of management there at Fearless, and I also do flowers. I'm a florist. I'm sure you can see the flower. I'm a florist as well, and I'm a biker. I ride motorbikes. Sometimes I do play guitar. Sometimes I speak different languages. So there's just too much in me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A lot of things indeed.
lot.
Like I said, a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get right into it.
Yeah. So we wanted to know for today's talk, right? How do you define spirituality, and how can it coexist with enjoying life's pleasures or fun? Especially since, like, us as teenagers, we're in an age where we want to, like, explore, do things, but then our spiritual beliefs kind of hinders us from doing that because we don't know how we can balance the two. So
Very deep and strong question. We need to unpack a lot of things there. Say, what is the meaning of spirituality? Many people will think that spirituality has got something to do with religion. Yes, I know we'll be shocked when I say no, spirituality has got nothing to do with religion. It's just that people find spirituality in religion. Religion, it's institutions or institutional, but spirituality, it's about you expressing what you feel from inside. You see, the word spirituality has got two words: spirit and ritual. You see now,
I didn't
exactly.
notice
See,
until you-
the spirit and ritual. In other words, the spirit is when that is which is within you.
Yes.
Now, ritual is when you exercise it, when you perform it, when
Yes.
you express it.
Yes.
That is the ritual. For example, when you wake up in the morning, what do? Just from your bed,
Yeah.
and there is no noise, there is no anybody, or nobody's saying wake up. When you wake up in the morning, you have your own pattern of waking up.
Yes.
How you put on your shoes,
Yes.
or how you put on your clothes, or how you take them off, whatever.
Yeah.
That is a ritual. You are performing a ritual according to what you think from within.
Yes.
So then that package is called spirituality.
Yes.
So when you go to church,
Yes.
you will find the same thing, because they have a pattern of doing things. They tell you, or they preach to you whichever word they want to preach to you, whether from the Bible or
Yes.
from other books or from the Quran. It depends what religion you have chosen.
Yeah, yeah.
So when you internalize what they say, then you practice it. You
Yeah.
express it. That is spirituality. So you don't have to go to church to have a spirituality. No. Every day, even right now in this podcast, what we are doing, we are expressing what is inside us. Now we are performing a ritual on how the podcasts
Is supposed to
they are
go.
done.
Yes.
So that's how the spirituality is.
Yeah.
So if you ask me, Ore, how do you balance the two? Can you have fun while you have spirituality? Of course. Now, the way I've explained it, it means everything is spirituality.
Yes.
So when you go to an entertainment area, a club or whatever, you go and have fun. They say whatever you feel, you express it.
Yes.
If the music is so nice and you dance,
Yes.
the niceness comes from within, and the dance is expression of that comes from within. That is a spirituality.
Yes.
Okay.
The spirit is saying something, and now you are performing the ritual.
Yes.
The ritual is the dance.
Yes.
You see? Now, the question should be, how do you balance the church spirituality with your own personal spirituality?
Yes.
Yeah.
So as a teenager, you are socialized.
Yes.
Socialized means when you are born, the parents will tell you this is what you should do,
Yes.
that this is how you should do it, this is how we pray, this is where to go to pray, and this is being socialized. You are being taught on how to behave a certain way.
Yes.
But unfortunately, when it comes to your own expression of how you feel, they don't want to listen to you. They want you to listen to them on how you have to be entertain yourself,
Yes.
how to enjoy yourself, all those kind of things. Correct. Parents want to tell you almost everything. The society want to tell you almost everything.
Yeah. That's
So you are saying, guys, you want to have a chance to be listened to. You want to have a chance to express your spirituality
Yes.
to them. Now they want to approve it. You guys don't want this approval because you want a way of doing it.
Yeah.
You have your own way of doing it. Unfortunately.
Yes.
So the question is, how do you balance it? I think you need to listen to your environment. First of all, you don't live in your own house.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
So there are rules and regulations there, but you should be given a platform to express yourself, to express how you feel, and hear what they say. But make more researches and compare.
Yeah.
Yeah, compare with other, how do I say, traditions, how other people do things in different countries,
Yes.
in different nations, in different traditions, and share with your parents or guys, this is how things happen and nothing bad happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, and then you should be also allowed to have your own fun, because that's how you express yourself.
Yes.
And the only way your parents will know who you are is when they give you a chance to express yourself,
Yes. True.
and
true.
then they can interrogate that expression. Until then, it will be difficult for you to have fun because you are afraid of them.
Yes.
Yeah. Another question we received a lot was how people can balance spirituality, right, as a religious person, and fun in the sense of them having sexual intercourse and indulging in
Doing
drugs.
drugs, yeah.
And my question is there really a balance? Because I personally feel like there is no balance in trying to indulge in drugs, because I from my personal belief, it's prohibited, right? So, is there a balance between those two?
Yeah.
I think first of all we need to know why we do things.
Yeah.
The purpose. Why do we want to have sex? What do you want to achieve?
Yes.
And then when can you have it? And
Yes.
at the same time, there should also be education from the beginning. That means you need to be socialized about sex. You need to be told what the good about it,
Yes.
and the bad, or the consequences about it. What does sex produce?
Yes.
In addition to this, also the other things that young people indulge into, entertainment. What is good about it, and what is bad about it? Drugs. What is good about it? What is bad about them? What is the purpose of consuming these things? So that you have a choice to make.
Yes.
So that's how you actually balance. You must have information about it, then you make a choice. So
Yes.
when you choose to indulge into sex, you're actually making a decision that no, I want to achieve something because
Yes.
you've been told about it.
Yes.
And you might possibly achieve a bad thing. You
Yes.
might easily become pregnant or impregnate somebody. That is the consequence that you already know about. So if you want to indulge in drugs, you should know about them. And when you choose, you should never blame anyone because you've been told about them.
Yes.
And when you choose other things that maybe the society says they are bad, the society should have told you about them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then when you do it also as a young person, you should not do it because you want to retaliate or you want to
Yeah,
show
yeah,
somebody,
true.
Yeah.
no, I can do this, I can. No,
Yeah.
it must make sense to you. You must have a meaning to it. There should be a purpose. And I say, your purpose must be beneficial to you.
Yes. That's
Yeah,
definitely
definitely.
When you
true.
do whatever you're doing, make sure that
That there's
Yeah.
the benefit.
there's a benefit to you.
Yeah,
So
it makes sense
if you are
also.
doing
Yeah.
drugs, make sure that they benefit you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But if they don't benefit, why do you have to do it?
Yeah.
And if you have seen examples of how, or examples of consequences, or bad consequences or repercussions
Yes.
of indulging into sex, indulging into drugs, and many other things, then if you go into it, you are doing it deliberately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
That's true.
deliberate.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like another thing that we are wondering is that like how can we also like balance like our cultural beliefs, right? As Botswana,
Yeah.
as like Botswana teenagers, and our like spiritual beliefs in the sense like
Religious.
church beliefs type of
Yeah.
stuff.
Religious beliefs.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
this one it's always confusing,
Yeah.
you
It's
know.
always been a debate.
Yeah, because growing up, like culturally, I'm supposed to do this, but it also disagrees with what I've been told.
Yeah.
Guys, this is a very debatable topic, and
Yes.
it's as massive, as huge as you can imagine.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you are ready for for that
Shoot
content.
us.
Are you sure?
We are
Yes,
ready.
you are ready.
'Cause-
Because look, you have touched culture, you have touched religion. Now, I want to shock you. Religion, it's a culture.
Okay.
And what you say, African culture or Botswana culture, it is also a religion.
Yeah.
Yeah. The word religion, do you know what it means? The word religion comes from, I think it's come from Latin. It means to follow. I think
belief.
I want to remember the Latin word. If it is relegare or regare, I will research about it. You check
Yes,
about it. But
yes,
it's a
we'll look
Latin
it
word.
up. Yes.
It means following. Follow. In other words, religion, it's about following either a certain way of life, following a certain person. That's why there are a lot of people that call themselves pastors, call themselves prophets, apostles,
bishops.
yes, and even Messiah, including
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yes.
He wanted to be followed. It's about following. So the question is, if in your culture, your Botswana culture, there is a following, You
Yes.
follow a certain pattern. You follow your forefathers. You follow how they were doing things. It's
Yes.
also a religion.
Yeah.
Now, the problem comes when one of the cultures or one of the religions claims to be better than the other,
Oh, yeah,
and
true.
claims
I
to be
agree.
more powerful than they are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when the conflict.
The whoever or the missionaries, whoever brought the Bible, made sure that they oppress your own religion,
Religion.
Yes.
your own African religion, your own Botswana religion. They made sure that theirs is superior to yours. So you still, I'm telling you, I'm shocking you deliberately, even whoever is listening, that you still have a choice. That are you choosing the God that came with the missionaries or the foreigners? Or you are choosing the God that were supposed to you were supposed to have been taught about,
Yes.
your own. I tell you what, the people in the Bible, they are all dead.
True.
You as Africans, your ancestors are also dead.
True.
So the people in the Bible, if ancestors are the people who are dead, so even the people in the Bible, they are ancestors.
Also the-
They are
yeah.
ancestors. Even
Yes.
yours, they are also ancestors. So in the Bible we say, God of Israel, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of Jacob. Can't you say God of Richard, God of Rathari, God of Sinsu, God of Rabachad, God of Kibakang, all those names?
Yes.
Can't you say God of that?
Oh, speaking
Yes.
of which, that reminds me of clan names. That is kind of similar to when you say God, because we also, I feel everyone has a clan name,
Yeah.
right? So my grandmother does use her clan names sometimes, and now when you refer to God of Abraham and also kind of using your own surnames and names, it
Yeah.
kind of, I do see the similarity there and what you mean by the superiority.
Yes.
Superiority. English.
Depends on how, when the Bible came, how they actually gave it to you so that it becomes superior.
Yes.
But normally, that is what I'm saying. I want to shock people. Normally, when you want to something to dominate, you apply force.
Yes.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
You apply force. So, let me say, for example, the missionaries also were followed by the mercenaries. Mercenaries are the people that actually are barbarian. They come and kill.
Oh.
Yeah. Go and Google the word mercenary. Mercenaries
Yeah.
are people who come and kill.
They
They
kill.
get things by force.
Um,
So then, when the Bible came, the missionaries found a special way to make sure that you believe in it. What did they do? Some they built schools, and they tell you that if you don't believe in what we are telling you, you can't come to school. You remember?
Yeah.
Some they had a lot of products from Europe or from wherever they were coming, products like food, apples, clothes, and stuff like that. And they will tell you, if you want this,
You have to believe.
exactly.
Okay.
So
There was,
most people had no choice because they were hungry and they didn't have clothes. They saw that these people they look nice, and so if we dress like them,
Yeah.
we drink their wine. They drink. So
They were given an ultimatum.
and eventually we found that our people are gathered together. Somebody is teaching them about this book, and they were told this is the only God that you have. Forget about that one. We saw you actually praying next to a tree. What were you doing? And we were trying to explain to them, no, actually that tree belongs to my forefathers, and then when I'm there, my spirit says something. So I communicate. I connect with them. They said, nah, forget about that. We have one God now. We have Jesus Christ. We have all that kind of things. You see?
Yeah.
Now, when you say, how do you balance our own traditions and the religion or the Bible and stuff like that? Now we'll say, guys, you have forgotten where you come from.
Yeah.
And you have adopted other people's history. And now you are even fighting about it. How many Christians do we have in the world? Thousands of different Christians, and they can even sit here and debate about this God of theirs, and they even fight. Some they think that their Christianity is better than other. What is that, guys? Huh? Go back. Go to your ancestors. Go to your graveyards and go and talk to those people. Maybe they can give you an answer. Then the people that are buried in the Bible now, you are busy adoring them.
Yeah.
Good luck. Am I shocking you?
You shocked us. You really
Good luck.
did.
Yes.
I don't know, but do I make sense?
Yes,
Yes, you make
do.
sense.
You
I'm
really
saying it
do.
deliberately to just, guys, think about it.
Yeah.
There are God, there are ancestors in the Bible, and you have your own ancestors. And those ancestors, they are the ancestors of Israel. Remember?
Not ours.
Now, what happened to yours?
That happened to us.
That's
Yeah,
a good take,
that's
actually.
actually a really good question. Because it's like, what are some common misconceptions people have about spirituality when it comes to living a fun and carefree life, like especially between parents and teenagers?
The young people.
Yeah, because
Yeah, so I don't know, you call them misconceptions,
yeah,
but I think people want to be free. People
Yeah.
want to express themselves. Even young people want to express them. They want to show who they are. So it's unfortunate that the society, including our parents or your parents, they have got what we call templates. That at this age, as a teenager, this is how you should behave. As an adolescent, this is how you should behave.
Yeah.
And I tell you, you grow up with that thing, and even yourself at some stage, you will see when you reach 20 or 21, you will start packaging your life in that way. How? You say, Nakana, when I grow up, I want to finish my school, my studies, and graduate. You are doing a checklist.
Maybe for the future.
And I want to get married. This is the kind of a guy that I want, or this is the kind of a woman that I want. At 30, I should be having my 2 kids, and I should be married. You know, you have this template. Start ticking. But guess what? When you are 24, things have changed already. You say,
Yeah.
what happened? So it's unfortunate that when you want to live, you want to enjoy your fun, and then there is also guidance from parents, there's guidance from the society is judging you on how to have your own fun. So it also depends on how you guys as teenagers have expressed the fun. What do you mean by fun? Some of you walk naked and they say, this is fun. I don't know. Are we wrong to condemn you? Should we leave you to be naked? Should we make a comment? As much as you want to live a free life and be comfortable in your body, be comfortable in your clothes and stuff like that, remember that there is a society around you, and the society has got its own expectations, and it's unfortunate that we've been socialized to follow what the society is saying,
Yes.
not necessarily
Yeah.
what you believe in yourself
Yes.
and what you feel. So what I can say is that, guys, find the best way of expressing yourself without hurting anybody. Find the best way of having your own freedom without hurting anybody. But you must also not compromise so much, because I want the real you. I don't want you to be to come to me pretending. I want to have a conversation with the real you.
With the real one.
Yeah.
The real G.
If you see, I want to ask you a question. If you see a guy that you are interested in, where do you start? What does the society say? That as a girl, you can't just approach a guy. That is what the society says.
That's
What
so
do you
true.
say yourself?
Hey.
Can you just come to a guy and say, I think you look nice. I'm attracted to you. Why do you have to swallow yourself and live with this and go and talk to your friends and tell your friends, I saw this guy, oh my God, what can I do? And only to find that your friend also is interested, and your friend can go. And then you are starting to fighting for something that the guy does not know, has got no idea actually what happened, because you think the society told you as a girl you can approach a boy.
Because like the society also has so much influence on teenagers, especially like you said when it comes to relationships. Because especially with TikTok, okay, what if he doesn't do this, if he
Yeah.
could, he would. After he explained to you that he couldn't, you know.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of teenagers compare themselves with people who are already grown up,
Or
people
privileged.
who have made their own money, who are far ahead in life than they are.
And to know what they want.
In other words, you guys are impatient. Teenagers are impatient. Wait for your time. Wait for your time to come. But like you were saying, there is also a lot of expectations among peers.
Yeah.
You see, you expect a lot from each other. Right now, you've been socialized that a man provides, and when you see a young man, your age mate, you think he's a man. That's not a man.
Yeah.
And then you
Spanish
expect things from him. That's not a man.
Brother.
What do you mean? What do you want him to do? I mean, really, that guy cannot provide for you. He can't. So, if you guys have to go out, each one of you must bring something. Must bring money, both of you. And if you are going to sit in a restaurant like this, each one must contribute and pay.
Yeah.
And you, especially you girls,
What's wrong with us? What did you do?
you put more pressure on boys, guys. These are boys, guys, please. These are boys. What do you want them to do? Right now, you put more pressure on them. And guess what? You are actually creating a monster. Because you're starting to make him aware that actually he can buy you.
Oh,
And
that's an
he will work
interesting
hard to
That's
make
an
money to buy
interesting
you.
perspective.
And when he buys you, he's gonna be owning you.
Eh.
That's where gender-based violence
Yes,
comes
that's-
from. Because he owns you.
He has control over you.
Because you have submitted. You said
Hey.
you can do anything for me, and
Dependency.
and there's nothing for Mahala, guys.
And Ghana, you also can't run away because you bring nothing to the table.
And
Yeah,
you have
like-
told yourself that you bring nothing. But from the
Yeah.
beginning, if you bring something to the table, then you can reprimand. You can tell him no, no,
I
no.
have my eye in.
Yeah, exactly.
Eat with.
Hey, so next time when you go on a date, even if he asks you out, and then you are sitting, if you have money, you say, no, don't worry, I got this.
Yeah, career.
Yeah, he should know
Hey,
that
like eat with.
I'm facing a tough one.
Yeah.
You see?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we've had people that believe like, okay, we've had these takes where people believe that if the guy is the one who asked for to go on a date, then they should pay for everything from transport
To
to
the bills,
food,
to your outfit,
everything, to
your hair and the
outfit.
nails.
Guys, please reduce that from your vocabulary. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Why? Because now, as a person, I believe that I'm fully packaged. I dress nicely. I like nice things. I look good. I smell nice and stuff like that. So, and who actually made me? If myself, for you to be nice, I should make you. Come already made.
Yeah,
Come ready.
as you are.
Yeah. And then, if you are interested in me, you also have to contribute something because you are interested in something. I mean, I am something. So, if you are not interested, please don't accept a date because you are just going to waste my money. Don't accept a date. Just tell me that no, I don't think I'm interested in going for a date with you immediately. But the fact that you are going for a date with me, it means there is a sign, there is a spark within you. So prepare for it yourself and ask yourself, how is this guy going to come dressed and stuff like that? Linda, I want to show him how I'm going to be like. So if he is going to do all those things for you, then it's not a surprise. It is not you, it is him. It is actually him molding you, making you something that he likes. And you are going to appear there like a ceremonial figure because you have been made. So what I'm saying is that make yourself, and the guy must see that you are a quality. And without him, you can still be who you are. You see what I mean? So maybe, I don't know, guys, you can crucify me, but this thing of pumping you with gifts and money and stuff like that, right now, tomorrow is Valentine. A lot of women are expecting a lot of things from boys, from men, from
Chocolate.
I'm telling you, nothing for Mahal. Be careful with that.
Yeah. So then our One more
Okay.
question. Just our
Yeah,
last
closing
question
question.
is: can indulging in fun and leisure activities strengthen one's spiritual life, or is it moderation and intention, like
Moderate.
only?
Yeah, I want to tell you something. Fun, I told you, it's got its own spirituality. Two, fun can also be had in churches. People can have
True.
fun at church and stuff like that. So there's nothing, I repeat, there's nothing wrong with having fun. There's nothing wrong. And what kind of fun is it? I tell you what, people in church can actually fight, can actually
Yeah.
fight for positions, can actually kill each other in church.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then you can have fun in a restaurant, in a bar, in a club, and stuff like that. And it can be nice. What's wrong with that?
Nothing is
There's
wrong
nothing
with
with
that.
that. And that cannot even affect any religious spirituality. Why? Because you are having fun. Can't this spirituality, this religious spirituality tell me it doesn't want people to be happy? People must be happy. You must have fun. You can mention the name of Jesus anywhere if you want. Even in a club. Even when you are drinking something. You go, oh my God, this thing is so nice. That's having fun in the name of Jesus. Oh, I mean, guys, I don't know, but I have awakened my way of thinking nowadays. That
Yes.
no, guys, we cannot be oppressing ourselves with the so-called religion and spirituality, and you have no fun on earth, thinking that you are going to have it somewhere. I don't know. But guys, what I can encourage you is that have fun, behave well while having it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So behave well and make sure that you reach home, you rest, enjoy yourself, reach home, sleep, wake up in the morning, don't regret anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
You remember I said purpose. When you do something, do it with purpose.
With purpose.
Know that, wow, I think I'm still going to enjoy the results of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So when you drink, don't get drunk. Drink nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
don't injure anybody. Don't misbehave.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
If fun causes you to misbehave, stop fun.
Yes.
If church causes you to misbehave, stop
Stop
church.
church.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.